Hey y'all, welcome back. Once again, it's another episode of the Welcome to the Town podcast. It is yours truly, Killah Threat, representing that thoroughbred ENT movement. Shouts out to Cool Cal, as always, you already know love. He will be back momentarily. Today we are going to go ahead and tackle, as I feel it is very important for us to tackle, like always. In this episode, we're going to go ahead and tackle the main thing that I've been hearing out in social media and the main talk, so I just want to touch on the concept of snitching. Y'all know what I'm talking about. For the ones that's hip, you already know. And for the ones that are not hip, let me get you hip. Holla back at your boy. Yes, welcome back to another episode of Welcome to the Town podcast. This is season 2. Once again, it is your boy Killah Threat, representing that thoroughbred ENT movement. And let's go ahead and talk about what we came to hear and conversate about. Let's talk about snitching. So, snitching, by definition, if we're going to go ahead and break down what snitching is before we have this conversation, the definition of snitching is a person who secretly informs on others and also tell secrets, you know what I'm saying, behind people back to like authorities or to like people that might be on top, you know, which is also known as tattling, by the way, just to speak in a layman's terms. Snitching is tattling. It's a major no-no in almost every community, in every background, you know what I'm saying. You don't snitch, especially if you are a part of what's going on and you already know the insides and you are part of the operation. Don't snitch. If you can't do the crime, don't do the time. You dig me? So everybody, as far as I know how I came up, you know, it was all bad. I know in times it's changed. Like, and when I'm saying you telling on something like secrets or stuff that was supposed to be kept under the rug to an authority figure, it would be like the police, a manager at the job, you know what I'm saying, if you're doing something with a coworker you ain't supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying, or going to HR regarding something, like if it's a misunderstanding regarding something and you go ahead and instead of trying to deal with it yourself, you go ahead and tell HR. You know what I'm saying? To go ahead and try to prove a point, or trying to be vindictive, or trying to go ahead and mess up somebody's day, or mess up their lifestyle, or stop their motion. If we were kids, you know what I'm saying? If you would do things with the homies or with your friends out in the streets, no matter what type of background you are from, if you get caught up, nobody know nothing. That is code. That's like an unwritten commandment, but it's all known by everybody who sticks by that. You know what I'm saying? It's better to go ahead and take some things to the grave, some people will say. But you know, some people will be like, nah, go ahead and let, you know, the light be shine on whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be a whistleblower. So, I know in the 2010s, this whistleblowing stuff has been really the new hype and a new thing to get down with, as far as a new trend, you know what I'm saying, to go ahead and whistleblow and go ahead and snitch on everybody, you know, hence like the first 48-hour show, you know what I'm saying, where we learned a lot of people from Memphis was doing a lot of ratting and doing a lot of telling and doing a lot of backstabbing, so just to go ahead and save their own tail in most retrospects of things, you know, because when that doo-doo hit the fan, that's when things get real. You're gonna have to stand on what you stand on, or you're gonna have to go ahead and fall over, lay back, stay out the street, stay on the sidewalk type of deal. But yeah, you know, the code, especially when I was younger, running with the squad that I ran with, and I still have love for today. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that you keep within the team, keep within the circle, and never let anybody know or any other soul know about, no matter the circumstance, you know. So, and people are really die hard, including myself, when it's regarding that. That shows character uh, traits. And the character traits that I mean, it shows loyalty, it shows respect, and it shows honor to know whatever you state and whatever code or promise that you make towards another individual, you mean that with all of your being. So that should most definitely not be overlooked. Uh, but yeah, snitching, you know what I'm saying, nowadays, even though once upon a time, and I know when I came up, it was almost 2 decades ago, you know what I'm saying? So, pretty much 2 decades ago, if I'm, yeah, being accurate. But, yeah, it was just something that was, it was a major no-no, you know what I'm saying? Lil' Kim, she didn't snitch, you know, went to court, lied on the stand, you know, to go ahead and protect people that she loved. No matter if it was people that worked for, people that she worked with, family members, people that family members that she might know of. You never know the circumstances, so it's always a reason to go ahead and keep that mouth closed, especially if you're gonna be on some G stuff. But yeah, I could tell you the difference if people are still confused on what snitching truly is, because the older that I get, I do understand that some things will need to be told on or be made to be discovered, you know, by authorities and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you are a civilian, snitching, you know, is most definitely, I guess you could say, prevalent. But I don't even think it's called snitching, in my honest opinion. You just letting it be known what it is, being a good Samaritan, in other words. So if you snitch, that means you're doing something illegal or doing something that you have no business doing. So if you're doing something with your partner, with your set, with your squad, with your clique, with your twins, with your woes, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go, y'all run through, y'all do what y'all do, however you do, with whomever you do it to or whomever you do it with. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people get caught up and some people fold. Nowadays, it's been decent for people to do that. It's more accepted for people to go ahead and fold and to go ahead and stab everybody in the back. I just know that's not the code that I came up with or came by or been raised in, you know what I'm saying, within the culture that I come from, that we come from. So if you see somebody getting their car broken into, like a neighbor, or they're getting their house broken into, you know what I'm saying? If you decide to go ahead and call the authorities, go ahead and hit 911, holler at the dispatcher, let her know the play-by-play until the authorities get there. That's looking out for your neighbor. You don't have no part in the crime or the criminal activity that's currently going on at that time. So that, to me, is not snitching. If y'all feel different, by all means, please leave it in the comments. I will be more than happy to discuss the difference, you know. And I know it can be a whole lot of caveats that can be attached to it, a whole bunch of situational things that can be attached to it, since we're dipping in the hypothetical. But, you know, let's just try to be as logical about the conversation as possible if anyone chooses to go ahead and put anything in the comments. You dig? But yeah, the code, I think, in time where it started to become a gray area within the code, I would want to say, really, this is in my adult life. I would say the first taste of it was when Tekashi 6ix9ine got caught up. Now, when Tekashi 6ix9ine got caught up, if everybody know Tekashi 6ix9ine was a big rah type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Big blood, Pyru, whatever he was repping, from New York. I think he's from Brooklyn or something like that, Bed-Stuy, whatever. Had colorful hair, colorful teeth, whole bunch of tattoos with a whole bunch of 6ix9ines all on his face, all on his body, which to me it was gimmicky, but that made him become more beloved in whatever target market that was attracting the attention. You know what I'm saying? Or the target market that he was trying to attract, he actually attracted and they actually support. But yeah, nonetheless though, he went on and snitched when everything hit the fan. And I thought, just like everybody else thought, who's a real one out here, oh no, it's a rap for homie, it's a rap for dude. I already know he about to get folded as soon as he go ahead and land behind them boys. It's a rap snack. Homie ain't even getting pressed in jail. You know what I'm saying? Done ratted out the whole set. And I'm talking about everybody went to jail. That's people fathers, people uncles, people brothers, people sons, grandsons, everything like that. And basically the deal was he basically hired that set to protect him. And then when they went on and was like, cool, we could do that for this amount of money. Now dude wanna go ahead and get down with the set and be down with the shenanigans like they with the shenanigans just because he's around by circumstance. But you know, the set was cool. They like, shoot, we can go ahead and get the bread from you, protect you, and go ahead and get some notoriety behind the name, behind the game. So, you know, street cred is crazy. But you know, it is what it is. Another person that we all know of is Casanova. Casanova was one who went on and got caught up. Didn't rat on nobody, but I'm pretty sure if anybody correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm kind of hazy on the Casanova situation. But I know he was like a gorilla, pyro or brimstone, excuse me, or whatever this, they said is. But he denounced them. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't save him from getting sentenced. You know, and I know he's gonna be in there for a while. But yeah. Trying to think of anybody else. The newest, the truest thing about snitching, besides Drake trying to go ahead and snitch on everybody with the Kendrick Lamar fiasco, talking about people is buying streams and whatever. Drake does the same thing, just to make that short and sweet, because it's called paying for advertising, paying for promotion. You gotta put your product out there for the fans to know what's up, to gain new fans, to gain new traction, to gain new followers. It's a smart principle to have. You can't just go ahead and put things out and release things, songs, content, videos, whatever, and don't put nothing out as far as any advertisement or any marketing, any marquees, any spotlights on any sites that let people know what you're doing. But yeah, furthermore, from those snitching allegations from Drake, the newest thing though is the Young Thug. Let's talk about Young Thug real quick, y'all. Now, we in St. Louis, so I don't really want to speak on Atlanta business like that, but since it is part of the hip hop culture, and I'm most definitely a part of the hip hop culture, forget what you feel. You need to go ahead and do some research if you don't know. Quit playing with me. But anyways, Young Thug versus Gunna. We already know about the YSL situation with all the young fellas that got caught up with Thugger and with Gunna. So Gunna, we already know, got released. At the time, we all seen the video work where he was saying yes ma'am, you know what I'm saying, going along with whatever plea deal or plea bargain he got presented, he took, stated that YSL was a gang and left it at that. Stated that when he got on, he thought first officially that it was just a label of like-minded people coming together to make great music, to put out great product. In time, other things came to transpire. He was never usually around for the things that did transpire, so it is what it is. Sorry about that. But yeah, it just is what it is. Now, come down maybe a month or so later, now we're coming to find out it's some audio footage that's been leaked out of Young Thugger going ahead and pillow talking with whomever he pillow talking to on all these phone calls. Just snapping on everybody, trashing everybody. You know what I'm saying? And the footage came out with him telling the judge and talking about he ain't do this, but da-da-da-da. He going ahead and pointing out key factors of his said operation to go ahead and get out. On top of that, Young Thugger went on and had his brother or whatever take the same plea deal as Gunna. You know what I'm saying? But the brother ain't a snitch, but Gunna is. And then you took a similar plea deal, but you're not a snitch neither. And a whole bunch of other YSL cats did. But y'all let me know if I'm tripping or if I'm overstepping. You know what I'm saying? I'm just calling a spade a spade. If y'all gonna go ahead and lock in and do things like y'all say y'all gonna do things, and it's gonna be the illegal way, shouts out to the homeboy Rello. He say do things the dumb way. If you're gonna go ahead and do things the dumb way, then you know you gotta be about that life. For real. Up and down, left, right. and all type of other diagonal ways that you can go ahead and connect that. But yeah, most definitely do not get caught up in a situation where it's a all-out war within the city like it is in the A. You know, we are seeing everything unfold where it's looking like everybody was really just on some kumbaya stuff, but that was just for convenience. It wasn't nothing genuine or real behind that. And that's just from Thugger just talking bad about everybody, talking about people's sexual preferences and what they do behind closed doors and this and that, to go ahead and try to get back at everybody, stating the facts that, bro, you a rat, you know what I'm saying? And you tried to save yourself, you know you can't do nothing. To me, the song that was newly released is by far really subpar. The change-ups are decent. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give the change-ups a 4.5 to a 5, maybe. But yeah, what do y'all think about snitching? You know, if you're gonna go ahead and get it out the mush, you go ahead and keep your mouth shut, your lips sipped, your mouth sealed. Or should you just go ahead and just be a good Samaritan, and if you get caught up, just go ahead and let everybody know what the haps is. The authorities come, just keep it transparent, spill the beans, maybe you'll get a less consequence. Let me know, you know, because if you ain't made for the streets, if you ain't made for that life, then don't even try to dabble or stink a pinky toe up in the street. Don't even come off the curb. I don't even want you checking the mail at the mailbox, for real. For real. Because this world is crazy. It plays no games with nobody. You know? But yeah, I'll go ahead and cap off the episode with that. I just wanted to get your thoughts on snitching. And as far as is it still relevant? Is the code still relevant nowadays? Does it still matter if a person snitches? Does it still matter if a real one snitches? Does it still matter if it's a perpetrator? You know what I'm saying? Like a rap artist who perpetrate one thing but then snitches, and then since he wasn't a part of that lifestyle anyways, we just go ahead and just give him a slap on the wrist. But yeah, that'll go ahead and conclude another episode of the Welcome to the Lou Town podcast. As always, it's your boy Killah Threat representing that thoroughbred ENT movement. Shout out to Grim Truliani. Shouts out to Cool Cal as well, representing that UMG. You already know unrated music is most definitely the fam. But yeah, if you haven't, make sure that you like, that you subscribe, that you comment, and that you share this video content or this audio content on whatever platform that you might be listening to this or watching this on. Yes, I think I'm gonna go ahead and getting back to releasing everything on every Saturday like I've been usually doing. You know, I've been having some things come up, so I've been having to handle some business. You know, priorities is priorities, but we most definitely getting back to it. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't, like always, make sure that you check out the new project, Age of Aquarius, by yours truly, Killah Threat, spelled Killah space THREAT. And also, I have some singles out there now. The latest one is Sad But True with me and Grim Giuliani. The previous one was called The Chronicle. It's videos both for Sad But True and The Chronicle shot by Kyle Alexander. Shout out to Kyle. And we got a new single that just dropped, which is Billionaire Mind State, featuring Cool Cal, yours truly, the two hosts of the Welcome to the Lou Town podcast, once again back in your ear with another banger, that Billionaire Mind State. Shouts out to baby girl T-Er and Onassis for the background vocals. All love is all appreciated. But until next time, holla at your boy.